Hey folks, Dave here. Today we're in a hen house in southeastern Wisconsin. So if you hear the roosters crowing and the hens cackling, please just bear with us. But we're here to raise a point. These eggs are freshly laid. It takes a hen, on average, under ideal conditions, 24 to 26 hours to produce an egg. And that's if the feed is right, the temperature is right, the stress level is low enough. If that's a perfect situation for the hen to lay an egg, every 24 to 26 hours, they create a new one. Well, that's just like what goes on in our economy. The farmer's got a responsibility to create the right environment for the chickens to lay eggs. Our government has the responsibility to create the right atmosphere for business to create jobs and to grow. Now, the path that the farmer sets for these chickens is just like the path that the government sets for businesses. It's all about clearing obstacles out of the way of these businesses, allowing them to have lower taxes and a more business-friendly environment. But when things get in the way, like big money, or corrupt politicians, or corrupt campaigns, things that rely on things that are not the American way, things that rely on not advancing business values, then we all suffer. Now last week we talked about creating a tax holiday through the end of fiscal year 2011. And that was to stimulate investment into new ventures and stimulate investment into existing businesses so they can grow. Gets more money back in the economy, allows these companies, to either startups or existing ventures, to create new jobs that obviously benefit all of us. Well, we're going to take that one step further this week. The next step in the plan, the next road clearing plan that we have for this path towards the American recovery, is to then look at those investments into businesses the same way we look at capital gains in houses. If you own a house, you sell it and you create a capital gain, and you reinvest that money into a new home, the tax is deferred until you're 55. Well, it makes a lot of sense to apply the same type of logic, the same simple solution to businesses. After fiscal year 2011, we have the tax holiday ending. Well, if you invest in a business then and you make a capital gain, that capital gain will be deferred in terms of tax purposes until you're 55 if you reinvest that into another business. It's another simple way to get the government out of business, satisfy the three principles we've been talking about all along. It's constitutional, it doesn't grow the size of government, and it doesn't increase government spending. It's a way for the private sector to help itself recover by getting the government out of the way. It's a simple solution. That's what we need right now, folks. My name is Dave Westlake. I want to be your next U.S. Senator.